Today on the Jujitoine Podcast.
The fuck? I bought it. Why? Why did I do that?
So we didn't.
Yes,
So
yes.
what is it? It's called a post. What is it? We didn't have a name for it.
Post-show clarity? That is the perfect analogy you just said, because when you're in prep, it's the same, like, insatiable feeling as wanting sex really bad. And then it's like right after the show, you're like, what was that? Okay, so when you've shared this with other bodybuilders, what has been their response?
So I would think Nick Walker is huge, right? I said, so what's your pillow routine? He said, what do you mean? Well, how many pillows do you use? He said, I think he said like I use one or two and I just go to bed.
What?
I'm like, what? Yeah, they just never tried to make their sleeping habitat better. And just me, I just went overboard with it. I just like, there's no limits. So you just driven for 12 hours?
Yeah, I just hopped out of the car about 8 minutes ago. I'm dead.
Yeah, I woke up earlier than usual because I did blood work. Then I had a lot of things I did today, including I uploaded an 8-hour long Rich Piana arm workout song metal version for no reason. Have you seen it?
Oh, you made that. I thought it was just a link. Do you know we did the 8-hour forearm workout on Monday?
You did an 8-hour forearm workout? That's hilarious.
Yeah, we filmed it. It's
Well, is it the reel you made with like you guys doing competition together with the wrist roller thing?
That was part of it. We did 16 different workouts. It's gonna be a really good video.
Funny.
My forearms are fucked up, dude. Like they have never been this sore.
Really? That's hilarious. So maybe, you know what? I think the 8-hour arm workout for biceps and triceps is ridiculous. I don't think it works. I think Rich Piana was just like trolling, or maybe he really believed it. Because when we did it, it was like our elbows were like just. It was just weird. Like I wasn't even sore in the arms. It was like so weird. I feel like my elbows were just sore. But I think, people do manual labor all day and they get huge forearms from it. I think the forearms is probably the only muscle group that the 8-hour long workout could probably work and be beneficial. What do you think?
Well, here's the thing. My biggest pump was 7 hours into it.
Really? That's the opposite of the other 8-hour arm workout. Because I remember we had a pump barely at the beginning and then it just never came.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a terrible arm workout. what we did.
It was bad. Yeah, the forearm version wasn't as bad, but it was fun. We did 16 different workouts though, instead of just like doing biceps and triceps with the same exercises for 8 hours straight. I had 16 different workouts with 16 different there's like relay races and like 15 minutes for time. Who can get the most reps? So it was me and a couple other people. We were competing sometimes. Like some of them like exercises that I came up with were like, okay, so you grab these farmer's carries, and we cannot let them touch the ground for 15 minutes.
Oh, my God.
So we're all helping each other out, like passing it
that's
on.
funny.
And like near the end, we got really close to like nobody being able to hold it. So it was really cool. But yeah,
I would do that.
The arm version was terrible.
I would have done that 100%.
Yeah, but man, the forearms, man, they've never been this sore. It's wild.
Maybe you'll get huge forearms. If you do this once a week,
I think we should do it every day.
dude, every day. You get up, start the timer, get up, have a coffee, and then hold like a fucking roll-up grip thing on your one hand, drink coffee in this hand.
So you made the you made that metal version? Was that you?
So I asked this artist that I know. I was the producer and director. And the musician was his name is Tony, and he made me a few songs so far. I've been asking him different things. Like he made the theme song for Avian the Wrath. He made that song. He made something else too. I don't remember what he did, but it's been he did the song for my guest posing with the guitar. Because I had a specific thing I needed. I needed to be I have a solo and then the notes to be held while I'm posing with the guitar, and then it's like I'm catching back the guitar and playing again. So he made that for me. He made a few things. He actually made I think that's about it. Because my Olympia song that I didn't get to use was Your Friends who made it, the metal band. Remember?
Yeah. How'd you find Tony?
It's crazy. So I'm gonna go on his Instagram to give him a good shout out here. Because I never paid him anything. I just gave him like $100 for the last one. Because I made him like just do it for fun. I'm seeing a weird thing on Instagram right now. It's like,
It's crazy the number. It's crazy the number of things you can pay people to do. I think people forget that you can like just find people on Instagram and just ask them like, "Hey, you do this? Can you help me with this?" Or like Upwork.com. I was researching researchers. Like I wanted people to like research shit for me. Like, can you find as many roller coasters in the U.S. as possible? And label them in a spreadsheet for me. And people do shit for you, man.
So this is the guy, Tony Barhoum, IFBB Pro. He's a men's physique athlete, whatever, but he's pretty big for men's physique. And this is how he looks like.
Why are his legs so big for men's physique?
I don't know, right?
Yeah, he's got huge legs, dude.
So he's very good. And you know how I know him, you asked, right? So there is this band from Jersey called Condition Critical, and he's the guitarist for it. And I knew that band from before because I was like, when I was listening to like mostly just thrash metal, like even like the T-shirt he has here, Bonded by Blood, that was one of the band I listened to. Havoc, there's another one I was listening to. They're all like neo trash bands that came about. They're not from the 80s. They're from like our time. And he's from this band Condition Critical from Jersey, and he was just emailing me like back in the day, sending me songs I could use because I was looking for songs to use in my videos that were not copyrighted, right? So, and I wanted like cool songs. I wasn't using Epidemic Sound back then, so I would use local bands. So bands like Lich King and all these guys, I would reach out and they would like let me use their songs. So I think I reached out to the band, and he's the one who emailed me back. And we emailed each other for a while, and that was back in 2010, 2011. And so throughout the years, he sent me some songs and stuff. And then recently, this year, I went to Jersey with Nick Walker for HD. He came in person, and he gave me a long sleeve of his band, Condition Critical, and an old CD that he made of his last album. And this is how I got in contact with him again. But he's just been following me for a while. And that's why I know him, and I asked him to like make me some songs and stuff because he's a very good musician. Yeah, he's also a pro, randomly a pro. See here. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that's you.
Faking guitar. Yeah, so that's how I know him. But he's a good physique too, Probably the biggest like guitarist.
He's really large.
Yeah. Biggest like guitarist, traditional band player there is. See, that's me and him at the thing in Jersey there. And that's the band. Yeah. That's the band he's in, the famous band, Condition Critical. It's a good band. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice. Yeah. Now you've been DJing lately.
Yeah.
You started that like 3 days ago.
It's hilarious. Yeah, it's right here. I don't know if you see it. Right here. Yeah, I started
Is that your mixing board?
Yeah, so I don't know what you guys can see. One sec. So this is it's pretty simple. So look, Juji. So there's a song playing here, and while it plays, you're preparing the other song here to put on the mix, whatever. And then once this one is put here, this one you remove it, and then you gotta choose another song here to put after this one. So you just go back and forth between a song and the other one. So that's the most basic thing to do. Okay. Yes, you go from left to right, left to right, left to right, and then there's all the sound stuff here, like the mid, the highs, the lows, and there's different. There's a volume for this track 1, volume for track 2. So there's a lot of things. This is just like you could use that, or you could just click on the computer to go at different times in the song. But it's pretty. The thing is, I'm saying all that because it's simpler than I thought. Because it's like anything in life, right? I had this thing for like over 2 years, and the idea of learning was like, oh, it's gonna be so hard to learn, but I want to because I would like to. And then one day, I just impulsively, or one night, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I took it out, dusted, put the dust off, put it on my thing, plugged it, did all this thing, and then I actually listened to the tutorial, like the step by step, the record box program that comes with it, made you do a one song mix over the other, like step by step. I just followed it, and I was like, that's it. And then I started playing it. Then right away, I'm not good, but I can already have fun with it. You know, it's sometimes like you start a new skill, like guitar, for example. You're not going to enjoy the learning something new at first because it's so hard. But if you right away, you're good enough to have fun, then you get obsessed over it, and then you just get better because you like it. So this is what's happening. And now because of that, I was like, oh, I'll just make a Twitch. So I made a Twitch. It took me 3 fucking days to like figure out. Anyway, the setup it was so annoying, man. I had to get this digital driver and my computer and lots of crazy stuff. But I finally got it to work. So I got a Twitch account now. It's twitch.com/Antoine Vaillant, just my name. And I've been practicing live, and it's kind of fun because I would practice anyway, right? You know when you do something like anyway, like might as well like make it like a little bit more productive by building like a stream, whatever. So I've been doing that. Then I figured out how to put my PlayStation 5 on it. So my PlayStation is in my bedroom. You've seen it. And there's a remote play option. So I put that on here. I plug my computer in this computer, controller in this computer. I can play my PS5 on my big screen from the PS5 in my bedroom.
Okay,
Yeah, I didn't know that it was that simple. I thought to stream you had to have a console on your computer plugged in, but not anymore, I guess. So I figured out to do that. So now I can so Thursday, live on Twitch, me versus Frank on Mortal Kombat at 7 p.m. That's like so I can do things like that now, like different collabs and practice music. So that's cool. It's like something new that happened. It's funny because you were really busy for like 6 days, then you come back and I'm like, hey, by the way, I do DJs now and I have a Twitch channel.
Yeah, Sam was telling me about it. I was like, okay, and then I go look. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun though, and it's something that something that's like not bodybuilding too. It's kind of cool to learn something new that's like just not revolved around like exercise or training. Even though I love exercise and training, it's just like it's maybe a different part of my brain that gets tickled, So I like it. So is there something new you've been doing? Something or you just?
I mean, I'm still doing the flow rope. Honestly, that's fun. It's easy because everything I've done that I do, especially like the acrobatic stuff we used to do, the learning curve is so steep on that shit. It's just like. Like you said, if you could find a way to get into it and just have fun with it, then you're doing it like guitar or something. Like I always thought, I'm looking back and like it seems like a lot of the stuff that I've stuck with had a really hard learning curve, and this is the first time in my life I had something that had a really easy learning curve. I'm like, this is fucking easy. I'm like, I'm learning. I learned a new move the other day in I think it was like one try.
Wow.
Like I learned it one try, and I was like, and it's a cool looking move too. It's like this behind the back thing. I was like, I just studied it really closely.
Could you show us how to do it?
So, you see it?
I see it. I see it.
Oh, I'm here.
All right.
Yeah, slow rope. You just
figure eights.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh, the back. Is that it? Is the back thing?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, you can just add it in everything else you do, but it's like I looked at it online using my skills that I learned to like break down
tricking.
moves with tricking, and I applied it to that. I was like, I got it in the first try.
So did you watch the tutorial or you just watched the video slowly?
No, I just downloaded a video by screen capturing on my phone. Like I was looking at Instagram videos, screen captured my phone screen, and then I just threw it in my editing app on my phone and reduced the speed to 20% and watched it in slow-mo. I looked at it. I was like, okay, he puts his right foot forward. It's his right hand, left hand behind the back. I just looked at it for a second, and then I did it, and it's just like, oh, that worked.
Cool. I remember I had this one trick I was learning because I have a flow rope, too. I got it there. It's a lot of fun, but like I don't have like room here, and it's like I would need to go outside in a shared parking lot with my neighbors in a dental office to practice. It's not practical, but the next place I'm gonna get, I'll be able to do it because, like you said, it's not that hard to learn. Of course, I think you just have a natural talent for it because of all the tricking. But there's no impact. It's good for your shoulders. You move around. It's not that hard, but even though my heart rate was going up, to be honest, when I was doing it, there was this one move. It's like it looks like you're jumping rope, but you're not. You're never leaving the floor.
Yeah.
That took me like maybe like 2 mornings to get. So it's like, the learning curve is not that bad. It's a pretty cool move. I don't remember what it's called. I don't know if you remember how to do it, but it looks like you're like swooshing the rope, but it's going behind you, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I don't know how to explain it, but you can do it. I've seen you do it.
Sneak. I could probably do it, yeah. But yeah, some of the moves have taken me a couple days. I've had some bad tutorials too. I actually watched some tutorials on it, and I watched this one guy, and I could not get this move. And then I found another tutorial, and I went, "That motherfucker was doing it wrong." It's like I was learning it the wrong way because of a bad tutorial. So I've never actually had that happen in any skill before.
Weird,
but
huh?
whatever. I don't know. I think accessibility is kind of like important because if it's not convenient, you're not going to stick with it. You know.
Yeah. But I liked it.
I remember when I was a kid. I can remember when I was a kid, before I got into fitness, Antoine, I was into fishing, right? So I watched all these fishing TV shows, and I'd ask my parents to take me to Walmart so I could buy fishing lures and stuff. And I was like practicing casting into a pool for accuracy by like setting targets, and I was like obsessed with it, reading. Yeah. But the thing is that I was like 11 and 12, and there's nowhere to fish. So I had to wait for my dad to take me to go fish, and I'd get to go once a month. And if I could only go fishing once a month, man, I was just like, I had to find something else, and I did, and it was fitness.
Yeah. I think I remember vaguely you saying something about fishing, but I actually didn't. I forgot about that. What did I like before?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. What did I like before martial arts and fitness?
Was it hockey?
I didn't like hockey. I played hockey because my dad was like, this is what he said to do, and then my dad would not even wake up to bring me to the lessons. And my mom had to get up, so it was like I did it because of my dad and because I don't know. As a Canadian kid, this is like a thing you do, I guess. Then I tried football. I didn't like it. So I don't even know what I liked. But I just liked strength, I guess. You know, when you watch Arnold movies or Rambo, it's like I like power of a man, I guess, and the stature and the way they looked. So I guess this is why at some point I started doing push-ups and sit-ups really young. So I don't know. I guess the first thing I liked by myself was like fitness, like you said. I didn't have a passion before that. I don't think I did. I think maybe like I was playing like in the woods, like playing in the woods with stick and stones and sharpening sticks or something. That's all I did when I was a kid. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Sounds like a good childhood, though.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, of course, like if you look at it, depends on what you look at, right? But for sure, my childhood wasn't that bad compared to like a lot of kids, you know. Yeah. It's just weird now. Like, I wonder if kids nowadays do that. Because my dad would be like, all right, go play outside. And then we'd be outside for like 8 hours. Like, I was like, I'm fucking bored. So you have to to find ways to entertain yourself. But you don't have any toys that much to play outside, right? So I had like this pellet gun and I had like a knife. So I was just like in the woods, just like pretending it was Rambo or something. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But
remember when we had slingshots? We make the slingshots, the sticks, and you get the rubber bands.
Yeah,
and that shit actually works.
I never made a good one, but I bought a good one at some point. I had a good one. I was like,
I made a pretty good one time, and I was like, I felt like really fucking cool. I was like, I just fucking made a slingshot. This shit can crack a window.
You made a weapon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was good. Yeah, well, obviously neither of us had phones, so it's not like you could sit there and get distracted.
When's the first time you got a phone?
I was 28.
You know what's funny? I think the first time I had a cell phone, I think I was 21. I was 21, and I that was 2009, I think, and it was like a flip phone. You know the one you could drive and text and not even look at your phone because you know where the digits were. You ever done that?
Yeah.
Because you know, like if you want to type, it was like just the 9, the 0 and the 9 numbers, and if you want to do B, it's like 1 That's B, right? Then you wait, and then you type the other letter. So I could text and drive without even being risky. 'Cause I would,
Yeah, I had a flip phone for a couple years before that, but man, I never got used to that. I could not type messages with a shit.
okay.
You know,
Yeah.
that was never
I was doing
anything
a
I
little
could
bit of
do.
texting. But yeah, 21 years old. I guess you're a little bit later than me, I guess.
I mean, when I say phone, I didn't get a smartphone when I was 28. Those
Oh,
flip phones, I had one for a couple years when I was like, I think maybe 22 or
yeah.
23, and I was like, this shit's stupid. And then I didn't have one for like 5 years,
Oh, okay.
just no phone.
Yeah, I think I had the first iPhone or something, or maybe was it the iPhone 4? I had one of the
Yeah.
early ones. I never had an Android for some reason.
Yeah, yeah. I got yeah, I mean, I didn't have a cell phone until I was 28, so that's I don't think people can imagine not having a phone
I
until
know.
they're 28 who are millennials,
Yeah,
but I don't
even
know.
21, like pretty much like most of our 20s, we didn't have a smartphone.
Yeah, yeah. The only reason I got one, well, there's only two reasons. One was because Sam needed to get in contact with me, and the other reason was just business stuff. Like I can't, running a business without a phone is ridiculous.
Yeah, like, people are gonna reach to you, but you have it on mute besides like two people, right?
I keep it on Do Not Disturb for almost the entire day, and then I just have like a few people can reach me, that can break through it. But it's like, I kind of an asshole thing in a way. It was like, you can't reach me unless I want to reach you.
Yeah, but the thing is, like
No.
because you know so many people, because you've done so many collabs, you would just go and be on your phone all day. I'm sure there's always people
I mean,
reaching out to you or some wanting something from you.
yeah, so usually when it's time for me to, it's like cooking chicken, man. It's like if you're going to meal prep chicken, Antoine, you're not going to stick one breast in the oven and use the whole oven, pull it out, eat it, and then do it again. You're going to cook fucking 12 chicken breasts and you're going to get it all done. So when I look at my
You
messages,
go through all of
usually
it.
it's, I'm going to do all of it, and I'm going to play the fucking ping pong hydra bullshit where I answer someone, and they hit me back, and then I answer them, and they hit me back, and then it's just like I do this until I fucking go, okay, enough, and I fucking turn it off, I've done it. I don't try to close all the threads or respond to everyone or this fucking bullshit inbox zero shit. I just keep doing it
For an
when
hour.
it's time for me to batch a
Yeah.
bunch of messages until I go crazy, and I'm like, I'm fucking enough, and I get it, to turn it off again. So that's
So you only have one phone, right? Yeah.
well, I mean, the other one doesn't have service. I use it to control my drone.
Oh, you have a drone.
Oh, I mean, I use it to film some stuff every now and then,
B-roll
just for fun,
stuff.
just for videos.
That's cool.
Yeah, but I mean, I got tired of connecting it and unconnecting it, so it just like sits on my drone remote control permanently.
Okay, yeah. Because I was thinking, like, let's say if you, it would be good for you or a guy like even Dorian and stuff. He's like, you have a phone that you just have with you with like a few people can reach out to you, and then your other phone is
Yeah.
like the business phone. You only check it like, let's say if you could start checking it like 11 a.m. and then you stop checking it like 4 p.m. So you got 5 hours to be on that phone, and then you have your other phone that's like for the other time of the day.
Yeah, but Do Not Disturb mode works well enough for that because it serves as my personal phone because the people that matter to me or in
That's
a
right,
way
yeah.
where it's okay to contact me, I'll just let them break through the Do Not Disturb function of the phone because it will not bother me. I mean, nobody else can get through, but if Sam messages me or Dad or someone like that, like, yeah, that's basically his personal phone there.
Yeah, it's a good move.
But, yeah.
So I know what you do to relax a little bit at night, but maybe the world wants to know what Juji does to chill out. So let's say you wake up early, you do all your cardio stuff, you run around, then you do collabs all day, and or video, and or working in the warehouse, and or promo stuff, and or more working out, and then what day does your day ends around like what? This is already like 9 p.m. So what time does your day end?
Yeah, usually around 8, I kind of call it, But, I mean, I'll take breaks during the middle of the day. If I get tired in the middle of the day, man, I'll just take a nap. And just be like, just fucking turn off the lights and put on headphones and have this, like, the sound app thing,
Really, you do it
and I'll just,
Mindspace?
like, sit
Just go
there and-
Headspace.
Yeah, but it's not like guided meditation. It's just a noise. It's like, oh, this is for relax. Oh, this is for focus. I'm going to relax. I'm going to press the relax button. And I just sit there with the headphones on in the dark and just like lay there for 30 or 40 minutes.
That's good. That's a good move.
That's nice.
Like, I think because I started training people at the gym, I can't, like, sometimes I would love to take a nap, but it's like, shit, I gotta go train people. Like, today was exactly like that. Because today I took a day off training. I just did cardio. But
Yeah.
I had my work schedule of the day I work out. So I was like training someone at 1, but then I was supposed to work, and then I trained 2 more people. So I would be.
Let me ask you a question. When you get drowsy, is it always during about the same time of day?
I could always take a nap around like. It's usually it's right after training, or it's during my training time.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
2
Yeah,
p.m.,
exactly.
2 p.m.
I decide the same way. Yeah. It's like, oh fuck, I'm about to train. Why am I drowsy?
I know. It's so
Every
annoying.
day, dude. It is so
Why is it like
annoying.
that?
Like, what the
We should do
fuck?
something about that.
I don't know. It's like the body is rebelling against you being a fucking slave driver to it. Like, no, we're fucking gonna roast some lats today, dude.
That's funny. I think it's because sometimes because I start my day, then I do a lot of thinking and doing stuff before, and then it's like maybe my body is not tired, but my brain is tired, and then let's say if we will be both prepping, that's like enhanced. It's like when I prep, it's like I gotta get my workout done fucking ASAP, so I could like do the rest. But I was actually thinking about my doing a new schedule for this prep because I'm starting my prep soon. I did my application for the Arnold, and I'm like, okay, so for this prep, how could I maximize my training and then like obsess and focus on that? I had like ideas of like, you said do not disturb on your phone. Like, what if I get up, I don't even look at my phone until my training is done in the morning. Then I look at my phone.
Well, I tried that. It doesn't work because I use my heart rate monitor and I use my phone to control the music.
I know.
So you can buy an MP3 player, but then I don't know. So what I would do, Antoine, is I would turn your phone on Do Not Disturb before you go to bed, which is normal, and then not pull it back out of that mode until after you finish your cardio. Because when you turn on your phone in the morning, if it's been on Do Not Disturb, you'll have no notifications, so you won't be distracted by something unless you want to go look at it, and then you're getting yourself in trouble.
Yeah, I wonder what's the best routine because it's like I know that doing cardio first in the morning is the easiest way to do cardio, I find, for when you're prepping. But then it's like you might get tired by it if you just eat your meals and then you sit down or you just do a little bit too much, whatever it is. Then it's like 2 or 3 p.m. and now you gotta work out. And God forbid you start at 4 or something happen, and you're like in prep. Then your training is like, oh man, you don't want to fucking train. So I wonder, like, is there a way like that I could do my cardio, because I know Doran doesn't like one meal after cardio then workout. He'd rather do cardio, 2 meals, then workout. But I find that so annoying because that after my breakfast, I want to get the fuck to the gym and just get rid of it, right? So if the best thing for me would be like I get up, I do my cardio, I eat my meal, I don't check my phone, nothing. I go work out, and then I'm done by like 11. Everything's done. And then I can go home, relax, and then do a client at like 3, 4, or 5, and then just do more work, like more computer stuff at night, and then be done. Because I'm trying to already visualize like one thing that's going to work and make it the most efficient for prep. Because I know like if I train, I can't train at night during prep, and cardio at night is doable. If I would like wake up, eat, go train. But then the cardio at night is doable, but it's a dragger. You're going to drag yourself to do it. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to do like 45 minutes at night and you're fucking starving, between meal 5 and 6, you got to do an hour of cardio. That's annoying, right? Which is easy to do when you're like off season. Like that's why people say, oh, you do like a lot of cardio off season. I mean, you do even more than me, but yeah, off season it's easy. It's fun to do cardio. It's like you don't feel like you want to kill yourself.
No, I thought about that schedule before, is because it's like I'm getting sleepy before my workout, after 2 meals, right? You get up, I hit my cardio quick, I eat that breakfast, and then I do some work and I do my work, and then I'll eat that other meal, and then when it's time to train, I'm like,
I don't know.
fuck, I wish I'd just kind of gotten it over with, but I don't know, man. I don't know what the best solution is there.
Yeah, I'll have to try different options because I'd like to really prioritize the training. It sounds obvious, but like there's some preps that I'm training at the same time every day, but I'm doing so many other things that I feel like I'm not motivated to do my training as much. But motivation will never be there 100% anyway. But like, I'd like to find the perfect solution for this prep. Just like, this is what I do for fucking 20 weeks and that's it, no matter what. I can't train people at that time. I can't do this at that time. This is what's happening. But
doesn't Lee Priest do his cardio and his training back to back fasted?
Yeah, he does something weird like that. Did he always do that? I think he did. His whole career.
I don't know if he always did that.
But the thing is, like, people say, "Oh wow, fasted. That's so crazy." And no, it's easier. It's way
the cardio, yeah.
But even training, I find it's easier. You're in the morning, fucking get up, take coffee. Your body is like, I find because you just rested for like 8 hours or whatever, 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
Your body just did nothing. You could do hard work for like physical work for 4 hours, and then you'll be hungry at the end. But it's I find it's kind of easier to do it because
I don't know if that's going to be easier during prep, man.
I don't know, but
because when I wake up during prep, I was starving. Like fuck, like fuck, I'm hungry,
really?
And then I'm like, okay, I can do cardio. I'll get that done, but I am fucking hungry.
I'm more hungry at night.
I mean, I'm hungry all day.
Yeah, but I would wake up and I would be hungry, but it's weird. It's like as soon as I would eat food, then I would be way more hungry.
I mean that too. Yeah, I mean, it's like there's
no break.
There was no winning.
There's no winning.
I don't think there was no winning. Okay, I think the only time of day I wasn't hungry during prep was after meal 2, right before my workout. I think that's the only
then you were
time of day I
sleepy.
was like, okay, yes.
There's no winning.
I know. It's just like there was never any winning.
Oh man, that's funny.
I don't know. You know what? I'll tell you something that's interesting. I haven't. You know how I sleep in the gym a lot. I haven't slept in here for a little while. Me and Sam take baths at night. Fucking Epsom baths, dude, before bed. I looked at my fucking sleep tracker shit. Oh, I am sleeping so fucking good.
Must be the magnesium in the salt.
I mean, I know Epsom bath sounds like such a like a weak thing, like, oh, vitamin C supplements. Oh, I can't possibly do anything. No, dude, it fucking works, man. Like the Epsom baths, man.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I'm like, that shit knocks my ass out, and I go into deep sleep hard.
Well, I think you know what I think it is because I just listened to a podcast where Joe Rogan was talking about the flotation tank. It's called the sensory deprivation tank.
Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah,
before.
I've done it too. But what makes you float is that Epsom salt, and there's a lot of magnesium in there, and it relaxes your body. The magnesium. So I think it makes a lot of sense that if you would do a hot bath with your Epsom salt in it, that will like improve your sleep a lot. It's not a bad idea actually. It's a very good idea.
Do you take a hot shower before you sleep?
No.
I think the hot water helps though too.
But
That's a big part of it.
To be honest, like we're just joking about that. Me and Taylor, like she goes to bed like 3 or 4 hours before she falls asleep because she just loves being in bed, watching TV, whatever, playing her video games, and she likes to chill in bed. I go to bed 2 seconds before sleep. I go in bed, I put my CPAP, I make my whole pillow routine with my 9 pillows, and I just pass out in 2 minutes.
Okay, wait. Have you described your pillow routine on a podcast before?
I described it to on the HD Muscle podcast, the Pure Muscle Radio. Okay, I could explain. Okay. You want me to explain right now?
Yes, because I want to
to explain
I want to be able to reference it when needed because I try to tell other people about it, and now I'm just going to go back to this podcast, get the share link with the time code, so I have it in my
34 minutes. Here we go. All right. So I got 2 pillows over one top of another that are flat. I put a third pillow that's half smushed, and the fourth pillow that's like really smushed together into some type of like big marshmallow. That's like, so it's very high up on the end of the bed. Okay. I got some type of like yoga body pillow. That's like a cylinder that's like on the side of the bed that I'm gonna hug. Okay, and then I also have a pillow in between my legs that's folded in half that I'm gonna hug with my knees. And on my cylinder, I got another. It's like a rectangle. It's like a memory foam, like a pillow, but it's like more solid. I'm gonna put it vertical, like that, against the bed, so I can rest my elbow. So my arm is like rested. My arm doesn't squish like that. It's like rested on the thing. Mm-hmm. And my cylinder here is under my lat, and my neck and upper back is on the four pillows. So my shoulder is kind of hanging also, and the pressure is on my lat, on my side, so I can sleep on my side without fucking on my shoulder. That's not all. I got Mr. Broccoli that's also on which is my plush, some plush broccoli that's on that pillow too. And I have, that's a trick that I learned recently. I have another rectangle pillow that I put underneath my hips behind me. So I kind of scoot up. I asked her to push it in, or I just put it in before, and it's like right there behind me. So I'm like scooped up, so I'm really on my side, but it's the most comfortable thing there is. So if we count the pillows there's 4 pillows on the bed in the front. I got 2 pillows on my side, 1 pillow behind my legs. So how much is that? 4 plus 2, 6, 7 pillows. I got 8, Mr. Right? Broccoli 8, and I got 9th behind my back.
Oh, Mr. Broccoli counts as a pillow.
Yeah, I use it like to extra support. And
okay.
Yeah, so that's 9 pillows. But then in the other podcast, I explained the routine, but I forgot about this important thing that I didn't mention. I have a 40-pound weight blanket on me. And a CPAP.
40-pound weighted blanket? Is that like the heaviest?
Yeah, it's the heaviest one I can find. Yeah. And a CPAP. Okay. So that's my sleeping routine. And I get up.
Where's Taylor?
She's behind me. No, right now, she's over there. But like in the bed, she's like behind me.
Yeah.
And she's not on. She hates the weight blanket. She hates the. She hates the weight blanket. She doesn't like it. So our bed looks so stupid. It's like there's that one half of the bed with like 10 pillows with a gray weight blanket, and the other half is like all like the comfy weight, the heated blanket, the comfy stuff, all the stuff to be warm. So it's like a weird bed that we have. It's not very aesthetic, but I like it a lot.
You have like the pillow cave.
Yeah, pretty much.
The pillow cave.
Yeah. But
but wait. That's not all though, because you get up to pee about once a night.
Yes,
right?
I get up to pee in the middle of the night.
Then what?
And then so I go into bed, and I will try to like blindly redo my little pyramid of pillows for my head, but I'm gonna put all the stuff that I have on my side on the other side, and then I will switch everything on the other side. But the only thing that I don't switch is the lower back one. It just stays there. It just gets lost in the bed somehow. So but I'm tired enough to just fall asleep without it. So, yeah. So I just flip one time. Once during the night.
Okay, so when you've shared this with other bodybuilders, what has been their response usually?
Well, I've asked because I would think Nick Walker's huge, right? I said, so what's your pillow routine? He said, what do you mean? Well, how many pillows do you use? He said, I think he said like I use 1 or 2 and I just go to bed.
What?
I'm like, what? Yeah. Even Quentin.
What the fuck?
I don't know. They just don't. You know what it is? They just never tried to make their sleeping habitat better. They think 2 pillows, this is it. They never tried to use like more pillows. And just me, I just went overboard with it. I just say, there's no limits. You could sleep with 12 pillows if you want. Right?
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Yeah. How many pillows do you use?
Not 9, but ideally 5.
Yeah, see that?
I'll have 2 under my head, 2 big ones. I got the long one, and I stick that. I hug that, and I got it under my knees, and then I got another one underneath my feet because I have a feet pillow.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
feet pillow. Tell me more.
Yeah, Okay. Well, because when you got a pillow between your knees,
Yes.
it's better for spine when you're a large guy.
Yeah.
But it still goes down. My feet are like this. Then,
You know, I
see?
wake up, my knee hurts sometimes.
So no, yeah. So feet pillow, and then I have the pillow that's kind of on my back, like you have.
Oh,
So
you have a
that's
back
5.
pillow too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I need that one.
Oh, so
I want that
So
one.
the one behind my back, I put behind my hips. You have one there already.
Yeah. So that's what me and Sam call middle pillow. We have a middle
okay.
pillow. If I take middle pillow and
she
I
freaks
mistake
out?
it for a different pillow, she freaks out and goes, "That's middle pillow. Put it back." And I'll use middle pillow, and I'll use middle pillow to like squish up against, and it crushes her. and
Oh
she gets
no,
angry.
that's funny.
she can't-
So
yeah.
a feet pillow. So how big is it?
The feet pillow, it doesn't matter. In fact, when I go out of town and
You
we
could
go to
use
hotels and
other
stuff,
things for that.
sometimes I've grabbed the fucking couch cushion.
Yeah, I've done
you know,
that
the thing
too,
you
yeah.
sit on, and that's not a comfortable pillow, but it works perfect as a feet pillow.
'Cause sometimes I am like trying to like worship with my feet, and then I find if I place them directly over another on the ankles exactly, there's like, oh, this feels good.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like it's gonna slide. It's still gonna. So maybe I'll try 10th pillow. It will be the feet pillow.
Another thing that I do, and Sam doesn't like it, is I like to pull the sheets out from the very bottom. She likes to tuck the sheets on the bottom of the mattress.
Oh.
So, here's the bottom of the mattress, and we're
But you ever
sleeping
get
with our heads over
You
here.
feel stuck.
I do. I like to pull that out. I don't like that. And then I'll bundle up the bottom fabric of the blankets and use that as a feet pillow. if I don't
This
have
is
it.
what I've been doing more. So I've been doing that a little bit already.
Yep.
I like my feet out, or like and the thing with the weight blanket, it feels really good too. If you do a little bunch together, it feels really good.
Yeah, because it's thick.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I like the feet out too because it cools your feet
yeah.
off.
It cools the feel off, and I like the. It's weird because I sleep very cold, and so I do like when my head is out, my arms are out sometimes, but I like it so cold that it feels good to be all covered besides the feet, obviously. So then I would wake up sometimes, like in the night or in the morning. I'd be so cold, like my hands would be cold for like 2 hours. But I like it.
I like to sleep when it's cold
Yeah.
too. A lot of times when we go to town and it's like freezing outside, I'll open the windows. So like, what the fuck are you doing?
a good idea.
Like, I can always bundle
Yeah.
up with a bunch of blankets, and it's comfortable.
Yeah, people used to sleep in the snow with just sleeping bags. Like, come on,
Yeah.
we can sleep. We sleep better in the cold.
Yeah.
I've never had
I also like,
had a bad sleep in the cold. I've always had a bad sleep in like sweating.
100%. Do you have fans too?
Oh,
Do you have some
always.
air circulation?
I got one huge like fan, like those big metal ones on the ground that you can angle up. I forgot about the fan.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like literally like 3 feet away from me, blare at the maximum, blaring towards the bed.
Yeah, I like the same thing. Yeah, I got the little, the tiny ones. I'll put in my luggage when I travel, and I put them on the nightstand and just point them at my face. Because I think if you can cool your face off with a fan,
Yeah.
that's where you're getting the most
That's
benefit.
the minimum that's gonna work. I actually brought a fan when I went on a cruise. So I go on a boat. I brought my own fan, and they're like, "What is this? You can have that." So they confiscated my fan because they said
Why?
because of a
What?
fire hazard. They
Unexpected
said, like
shit.
fire hazard because they like
The fan?
they like to control their own electronics or something. So, but then they gave me a bigger fan in exchange. I'm like, fuck yeah. So I did bring my.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did bring my fan, but they'd rather give me their own fans that they know won't catch things on fire, I guess. So I was like, yeah, cool.
When I go out of town, a lot of times, like I kind of weigh, like, in fact, I got to go to Ohio soon, and last year I did this. I calculated, it's like there was no microwaves in the hotel room. I was like, well, I'm there for like 5 days. I'm like, so if I buy a microwave for $100 from Walmart, that's $20 a day to cook all my meals.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you do the math that way, it's
yeah.
like it's worth
Always
it.
worth it.
But you could do that with a fan as well. I could Instacart. I've Instacarted a coffee maker from Walgreens in Las Vegas. When I got to the kitchenette and there's no coffee maker, I was like, "Fuck
that?
this place!" I just Instacarted a $20 coffee maker
Yeah.
from Walgreens. It showed
No,
up.
I'm the same, especially when I travel like for a contest. Dude, I've I bought like air fryers just for like one specific meal, like an idiot, like the 2020 Olympia. And you were there, I think. Remember, we just used it for cookies at the end or something.
I think
Yeah,
so,
it just was a cheap one. It didn't work, but like the intention was there. But yeah, sometimes I would land on the plane. I land, I get service, I go on Instacart. Then I'm like shooting stuff to the Airbnb or the hotel, whatever. It's the way to go.
Yeah.
Like, you know what's funny? Like, this guy, okay, maybe he just doesn't know, but he's from Korea. He travels a lot. And then he messaged me, hey man, I'm staying here. I'm coming to stay around the GT area. If you're listening, it's okay. No judgment, but for me, it's like, it seems it's a given. He says, hey, I'm coming in the area for 3 months. I'll be able to train the pure whatever. Do you know anybody who has a square rice cooker or rice cooker of some sort so I can have during those 3 months? I said, you can just, like, I usually when I travel, I buy one and I just give it away or like bring it back, whatever, leave it there, right? Yeah. And then he just didn't understand, like, he didn't want to, that wasn't even a thing in his head. He had to, like, find one to borrow on. I said, well, if you don't want to do that, you could just buy packets of rice in the microwave. Yeah, but I'm kind of tired of those. I'm craving real rice. You're not craving real rice bad enough.
Buy a rice cooker for $20?
Yeah, well, it's not more expensive than that, but 3 months, I would spend a lot of money to get my rice for 3 months.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Then, like, just give it to somebody. Yeah, you know, like, what I did one time, I think it was that Olympia, all the shit I got, the rice cooker, everything, there was this nice lady with kids that was working in the front. I know she was her mother. We talked a little bit. I just gave her all my shit and the extra food I had that was frozen. She was like super happy.
Yeah.
So you can just give it away. You know, like this guy is asking me to. I'm gonna give you my used rice cooker that I cook all this rice. And then you're gonna give it back to me, or like you're gonna buy a rice cooker.
It's kind of like how serious is it to get good cooked rice for 3 months while you're fucking bodybuilding? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna put a price on that for like what?
Wait, he's not a competitive bodybuilder. I think he does like. He's not like because for us it's like normal. We'll buy a rice cooker. We'll sacrifice the rice cooker to the rice cooking gods. Just so we have our good rice for like just a week, 4 days.
Yeah.
You know,
so here's something I tell myself. So if I go to anyone listening to this is probably going to be like, it's going to be divisive. But if I go into a gas station and I'm thirsty and I'm traveling and I got like hours and hours of driving, or I'm in an airport and I'm thirsty and the only way to get water is to get bottled water. If they're not going to a sink and drinking out of a fucking sink and I'm thirsty, but I don't want to pay $1.99 for a bottle of water, you're fucking stupid, because you should just buy the bottle of water, because you're putting a price on hydration at that point. And that's very important. You know, hydration now is so much. Water now is more important than water 3 hours from now. So you sitting there and dehydrating yourself for 3 hours over $2 because you didn't bring any water with you and because you're not willing to drink out of a sink, I'm sorry, you're an idiot.
Yeah,
like,
no.
You know, just pay the fucking $2 for, because when my brain is doing that, when I go into a gas station, I'm like, no, I'm fucking stupid. I'm going to buy the 2 bottles of water that I need right now to drink, and I'm going to fucking drink them, because obviously I didn't come prepared with water ahead of time, so this is the price I have to pay to get this in.
These bottles of water, this is what they're made for. Because when you're home, you should be able to just not drink from bottled water, in my opinion. It's when you're traveling.
Oh yeah.
It's
that's what I mean. But when you're
so it's like you used these bottles for what they're supposed to be for, so you're good. The thing I don't understand is people buying like you have one there too now. Look at that.
Well, yeah, but it's like I'll refill this when I'm home a lot. But if I'm traveling, if I don't have the brain to go fill this up at a sink at a gas station, if you're that frugal and you're trying to save money, but for God's sake, don't not buy water because you're like, oh, that's overpriced. Like, if you need it, you should fucking get it if you don't have it, you know?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you don't.
I don't know, man.
I think sometimes
it's the same with a rice cooker.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a same situation as the rice cooker, but like on a smaller scale. The water bottle.
It's like you're going to put a price on being able to eat the meals that you need to eat for the next 5 days on a trip? Or it's like the fan. Like, you're going to buy a fan to have it blow on you in a hotel room and you're not going to take it home. Well, you're putting a price on 5 nights of sleep that could be potentially worse if you don't have some airflow to help you fall asleep. I'm just like, if someone gave, if you could pay someone like $50 for a good night of sleep when you really need it while you're traveling, is that worth it to you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Imagine
like, perfect night of sleep, $50. Here you go.
Let's say if you're prepping for a show, you arrive there 1 week out, and then somehow there's like this magician that comes in and says, for $100 a night, you'll have the most perfect sleep for a whole week. You want to pay $100 for this magic sleep spell? I'd be like, yeah, I'll pay it.
Yeah,
I never experienced it like the perfect night of sleep. Just give it that. You know what I mean? So it's worth the money.
Yeah. So what could you buy with $100 for a 7-day trip? You could buy a couple pillows, a fucking fan, a sleep mask, and some Benadryl and melatonin.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
oh, this is bodybuilder.
all the things you forgot to bring, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. This bodybuilder that I won't mention. You know who he is. He stayed to mention and left stuff around. So I go. Don't say his name. I go to the room one night. He's sleeping there, and I look on the counter. I'm like, what's all of this? I think he had like Benadryl, whatever, all these allergy things, and he had like a benzo. He had like melatonin. He had like 6 different things to go to bed.
Yeah.
That was like his sleep stack. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, how you get a sleep stack from HD Muscle, right?
Yeah, I used 3 caps of Sleep HD, but I mean, like, this stuff was like under the counter and over the counter and prescription. All the things you could use for sleep, the 3 things. I'm like, whoa!
Guarantee he was getting a good night of sleep.
Yeah, he would sleep until like 4 p.m., 3 p.m. he would stay up until like fucking like super late. Yeah, like really bad sleep.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm sure he's sleeping better now that he's not prepping. You know, sometimes prep like we do like weird things on prep. Seriously, like,
oh my god, it's like when you come.
Yeah.
It takes. I don't know how long it takes you, but it took my brain 2 months to return to normal after prep.
Taylor, how long did it take me to
2 months,
return
man.
normal after prep, brain wise?
Right away.
Right away.
Right away, huh? I mean,
So much food. It was insane.
She said I ate so much food it was insane, but other than that, I was like right away normal. But the thing that I've noticed, okay, I was like the prep that I went like the craziest, like fucking weird, like like selfish weird that like you think things are normal but they're not. I think 2018 when I came back after a 5-year hiatus. But the last ones I did, besides the fact that I'm hungry all the time and I'm tired, I wouldn't start being crazy like I was before. Somehow it's like after 20 years of competing, it's like I'm getting better at like managing how I feel during prep.
yeah. How about the shopping thing though, man? That was real as hell, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have that problem now. No. Like, it's only like the last 6 to 8 weeks of prep. You're on Amazon, just like fucking buying shit.
Like, what is that? You know what's funny? Like, I think I was doing that, and I think somehow like we were talking about that. We were talking about that together. I think about that. We're like, yeah, we're doing that because we're looking for a dopamine hit, anything to make us feel good, right? But the last 2 times I was doing it, I was like, fuck, I'm doing it. I was noticing I was doing it, and I would like control myself.
But the thing is, I know I'm doing it. I knew I was doing it too. I was like, but when you're there, the things you're buying make so much sense.
Yeah.
It's just like, it makes so much sense that I should buy this.
What did you buy?
And
Is
then
there something around you that you bought on prep that's like, what if...
I bought a fucking car, for God's sake. I mean, I reneged on the contract when I snapped out of it, but I was like, I bought a fucking car.
Wait, where is that car?
I reneged on the contract after I had reserved it 4 months ahead of time.
Oh, you ate a cheat meal. And you're like, fuck this. I don't want this car.
And then 2 months after, I mean, it made all the sense in the world to buy this car. I mean, and then 2 months after the competition, I was like, the fuck? I bought it. Why? Why did I do that? So I went and canceled the
I'm
contract.
going to call this something. You know, sometimes when single people, I may or may not speak from experience, but there's like a post-nut clarity where after you have sex with a girl and you come, you're like what the fuck was that? Who? What? So we didn't. What is it? It's called a post. What is it? We need to have a name for it.
Post-show clarity?
Huh? No, I just said that before. Let's say you do a show, you're low carb, you eat a few carb meals, and then you think right. Post carb clarity.
Yeah.
Post show clarity.
I don't know, but that is the perfect analogy you just said, because when you're in prep, it's the same like insatiable feeling as wanting sex really bad, and then right afterwards it's like, I don't get it now. Like I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like right after the show, you're like, what was that?
Yeah, I know. It's like sometimes like in the past, I felt like, am I bipolar? Because like, why do I want to see this person so much, and then when I'm done, it's like I don't want to see you anymore. It's like I'm crazy. Right? Like I want it so much one way, then it's the other. Yeah. This is my gauge where I really know if I really love someone and I really like someone, is that after I'm done, I still want to be around them. That's like a big green flag for me.
It's funny.
Anyways,
okay.
On that note,
okay, yeah, I'm gonna go eat a meal.
Yeah,
and then take an Epsom bath.
I'm gonna eat a meal, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I want to play some music, but it's getting late. Depends how tired I am. I did my cardio today. I only did 30 minutes though. I feel bad a little bit. Maybe it's good that I rest sometimes though.
How much do you usually do?
40 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, 10 minutes. I think you make it up tomorrow and do 50.
Yeah, there you go. That's good. I like that. I don't like when minutes go like lost in time. You know, like it's like you know what I mean? Like something if you do like 35, there's like 5 minutes left you didn't do for some reason because you had to go or something happened. I don't like these 5 minutes to go like lost in time somewhere. No, I want them back.
Yeah.
You just add them to wherever else you're doing.
Yeah.
Anyways, enjoy your meal and your bath. Sounds like a very relaxing night. No more driving and speeding for you for now.
No. All right.
Hey, you lasted till the end. So thanks for that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. This is the IFBB AMA channel, obviously. So there's a lot more on here. Make sure you browse around, watch some videos, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to check out our main website, ifbbama.org, for more content on there. Exclusive, uncensored, all that kind of cool stuff. Now you're wondering what to do? Make sure you watch the next episode of the Jujitoine Podcast. See you next time.